This video is brought to you by
Auckland Photographer's Clothing.
Congratulations, you are almost done with the course. I have now 2 awesome exercises for you to get better in photography. And this is the first exercise, and I call it the blindfolded camera exercise, because you have to practice now how to use your camera blindfolded without seeing what you press. And it's actually quite simple to practice, because most of the times when you photograph, and I started with portrait photography, not landscape photography, so I have photographed a lot of people. And when I photograph people, I usually don't take off the camera from my eye. That's why I learned very early to photograph blindfolded, because my eye was always at the viewfinder. I always looked through the camera, and this is a great help, especially if you are beginning, because then you know how focal length looks. Then you know before you put on the lens how it will look, because you already seen it a lot of times. And then when I photograph a person, I shoot many images and I talk to the person. I say, wow, this looks great. Maybe turn your head a little bit to the left, bit down, chin up. Okay, look for your stomach, pull that a little bit down, bit more like this, bit more like that. And I take the images, take the images, take the images. And when I want to change something on the camera, I just change it. I don't put my camera down. Why? Because when I work with a person, it always interrupts the connection when I bring the camera down and look at the screen. And maybe you've seen this with yourself or with other photographers. They photograph and then they look at the screen and they look like this. Skeptical, super skeptical. And then the person who gets photographed thinks, why is he looking like this? Is he not sure if the photos are good? Do I not look good? Does he know what he does? And so on and so on. And to avoid that miscommunication, which is maybe not the case, maybe you're just looking and wondering, where was this setting again? Or, do I make it more like this or more like that? The best way is to always keep shooting, and then just tell the person, okay, let me just check something, you can relax, and then I get back to you. But don't make that awkward silence happening between you and the person you are shooting with. And it is super helpful to therefore know how to use your camera blindfolded, how to set aperture without looking, with your thumb usually, how to use shutter speed, usually with your index finger here on the front somewhere, or this camera it's here at the back. You just have to get used to it. Sometimes it's the other way around. Where's your ISO? Where do you put your focus? How do you change your focus? Where's your quick button? Where can you change white balance? And so on, without taking the camera down. Try to practice this and try to master this skill, and that is very, very cool. And also when you want to do some special occasions like night photography. At night you don't see much. Of course you can turn a flashlight on, but when you photograph with other photographers, that will annoy everyone. And as well, your eyes need to adapt to the darkness, and you just want to enjoy the atmosphere of darkness. And therefore it's very helpful to just know what button is when it's dark. So try to practice this. This is your exercise. Learn to master that skill and you will become a great photographer, no matter if you photograph people or in wildlife photography. Sometimes it can happen so fast that you have a great moment where the animal looks great, or it actually appears and then disappears again just for a brief moment, and you have your camera here and you need to change something. Change it fast, change it blindfolded while looking in the camera. Take photos, adjust, take photos, adjust, take photos, adjust. Learn to master that skill and you will become a great photographer, no matter if you're photographing people, wildlife or landscape. I wish you a lot of fun. This video from my beginner's course Simply Learn Photography from 2023 is part of my photography legacy. Over a period of 5 years, I will publish my courses from learnfromben.com for free and with ads here on YouTube. So everyone can benefit from my knowledge regardless of budget. So subscribe now to the channel and spread the word.
And do you want all 9 courses from the last 10 years immediately, bundled together and without advertisement at a super affordable price? Then go now to learnfromben.com and get the XXL Bundle as an instant download or stream via the website at www.learnfromben.com. More than 22 hours of the finest learning content on photography, filming and image editing in all levels of skill. Link is in the description and in the comments below. And also check out the sales section with my signature tripods and D-filters and books. Everything is on sale up to 60% off, as long as stocks last. Thank you for your support. Videos from the courses are published every Friday at 5:30 p.m. German time. My name is Benjamin Jaworskyj and I wish you all some really good photos.